President Donald Trump envisioned iPhones made in America. He believed the U.S. workforce and resources could support this. However, analysts paint a different picture. They argue that shifting iPhone production to the U.S. would significantly increase costs. This price hike would be passed on to consumers. Analysts at Wedbush estimate a U.S.-made iPhone could cost a staggering $3,500. Bank of America Securities predicts a 91% price jump for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This would bring the price to roughly $2,290. These estimates factor in higher U.S. labor costs and potential tariffs on imported components. The stark contrast between Trump's vision and the analysts' projections highlights the complex economic realities. Manufacturing an iPhone in the U.S. is not as simple as bringing jobs back home. It involves navigating a web of interconnected factors, from labor and tariffs to supply chains and skilled workforce availability. Labor costs present a major hurdle in US-based iPhone production. The minimum wage in California, where Apple is headquartered, is $16.50 per hour. In contrast, during peak iPhone 16 production, Chinese workers earned an average of $3.63 per hour. This significant wage gap translates into higher manufacturing costs for Apple. Beyond cost, there's a skills gap. The US lacks the massive workforce trained in the specific skills needed for electronics assembly. China has spent decades building its manufacturing sector. This has created a vast pool of skilled workers, particularly tooling engineers crucial for high-tech manufacturing. The challenge isn't just finding enough workers, it's finding workers with the right training and experience. Replicating the scale and expertise of China's manufacturing workforce would require significant investment and time. The iPhone's supply chain is a global network. Most components come from Asia. Processors are manufactured by TSMC in Taiwan. Displays are produced by LG and Samsung in South Korea. Numerous other components are sourced from China. Moving production to the US wouldn't change this reliance on Asian suppliers. Apple would still need to import these components. This would subject them to import tariffs, further driving up the cost. While semiconductors are currently exempt from tariffs, this could change. Apple's experience in Brazil underscores these supply chain complexities. The company established a plant in Brazil to circumvent import duties. However, it still imports most components from Asia. As a result, iPhones produced in Brazil are significantly more expensive than their imported counterparts. This demonstrates the challenges of replicating a globally integrated supply chain within US borders. The dream of a made-in-USA iPhone is appealing. It resonates with the desire for American manufacturing resurgence. However, the economic realities are daunting. The potential price increase would likely deter many consumers. The labor cost differentials and skills gap are substantial. The intricate global supply chain poses a major obstacle. Apple's history offers valuable lessons. Steve Jobs in 2011 told President Obama that US-based iPhone manufacturing was not feasible. Foxconn's failed Wisconsin plant, meant to produce LCD screens, stands as a stark reminder of the challenges. While a US-made iPhone seems implausible in the near term, Apple could pursue a more nuanced approach. Producing lower-volume products like the HomePod or AirTags in the US could be a strategic move. It might allow Apple to gain further tariff exemptions and demonstrate a commitment to American manufacturing. Ultimately, a made-in-USA iPhone may remain more symbolic than realistic, a powerful idea confronting complex global economic forces.